Hey, Shalom Makim out there. Before I start, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. And I'd like to give a double honors to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and mercy to the elect out there throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching and teaching this word in truth and in sincerity. Alright, to those who are constantly enduring, man. Okay? Because that is literally a key to going far in this truth is by enduring. Okay, because the Lord is going to put us through things to change. All right, because we have to be changed. All right, when we came into this thing, man, we're still kind of shaped like the world. All right, so the Lord has to put us through things to basically mold us to how He wants us to be. All right, now, um, now whether whether or not you can endure that or not, man, it's up to you and the Lord. But you will have to endure a number of afflictions, man. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." Now, anybody in the world, like Christians or anything, when they start to go to church, they expect good things to start happening. Oh God, I'm serving you, I love you, this and that. So they are expecting only positive gain. Which there really is only positive gain, but after you endure. After you pass the tests. Alright? But they don't know how the Lord works, man. The Lord is going to test you, put you through hell to see if you really trust in Him. And just like the scriptures say, to look at the things that were written aforetime, and that they were written for our learning. Okay, for lack of better words, we have to look at Job. What did Job go through? Man, Job went through hell, and even his own wife said to curse the Most High and die. He kept his faith, and therefore was rewarded. All right, man, we're coming into a time to where, we are really going through things now to be built up to endure the things to come. Because now, man, we deal with, like piece of shit guys at work. Some bros have been in a position to where they have to work under a woman at the job, and she got her fucking time of the month to where she acts like a bitch and everything. But those are things to endure, things to test us, man. All right. We go through problems with our own women, financial issues. Okay, there's gonna be your ups and downs, and just some personal advice. When you're in the downs part, that's where faith should shine. All right. Faith was made for when you're down, man. All right. Faith is for when you are down. That brother Tazaval told me that a few weeks back, and it's really stuck. Faith is for when you are down. That's that's when you really prove, do I have faith? You know, because you're going through some uncomfortable things, and and it seems never ending. But hey, man, there is an end. You know, just like this place, America, there is an end. You know, it's day after day after day after day. You know, it feels like forever, but man, it will come to an end. And the Lord is a balanced power. So at one time, or so at one point in time or another, you know, He's gonna have you on the up. It says in verse 2, it says, "Set thy heart aright." So set your heart right, man. You know, set your mind aright. You know, think upon the Lord always. It says, "And constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble. Cleave unto Him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Um, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate." Like, see, it says to be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. See, we are being tried through the fire right now. Alright? But as it says in Zechariah 13:8, it says that He would bring uh, the 1/3 through the fire, but the 2/3, you know, they will be burned up. All right, so we have to believe that we are the 1/3, man. You know, and we have received this knowledge, man. It says 2 Corinthians 4:1. It says, "Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully, but by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High." Like, see, but the point was in verse 1, it says, "Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not." You know, you really have to understand the amount of mercy being shown unto you by receiving this word. Because I'm gonna tell you this: a very, very few select people receive this truth. You know, why do you think there's so many scoffers, man? And it's gonna even show more and more as the days come, because when the bad shit starts to happen, everyone's gonna point the fingers at us, saying that, you know, it's all our faults. Um, we're terrorists and extremists. But hey, that's prophesied to happen. You know, to be falsely accused. You know, they don't like people who believe in the Lord and actually speak upon it. You know, actually preach it. They don't like that, man. But hey, that's our job, man. You know, as prophets, to give the warning of the things to come. You know, and so whatever comes upon us for doing it, hey, you know, we will suffer and endure. You know, because the scriptures say that it's better to suffer for righteousness' sake. All right. Proverbs 24:10. Let me jump to this. It says, "If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small." All right. So that's what you know, that's what we preach and teach, you know, and pray for, man. You know, is strength to get through the times of adversity. You know, wisdom. You know, we pray for wisdom to guide us through times of adversity. All right, because it's not always a physical battle. What's that one that says, we wrestle not against flesh and blood? I cannot type this morning. It's all good though. Ephesians 6 and 12. It says, for 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 bleh, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Look, see, we we fight a spiritual battle on top of the physical things that we go through in our day to day. Okay, the scriptures talk about how the flesh fights against the spirit daily, every day, man. Actually, I'm gonna jump up to verse 10, and it says, finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Really believe in the power of His might, man. It says in the book of Isaiah to acknowledge His might. So, if you don't have faith, then you can't please the Lord, man. Okay, because the scriptures plainly say, that you cannot please, that you cannot please the Lord without faith. It is impossible to please Him. It says without faith, it is impossible to please Him. It says, put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All the things that the devil's gonna throw at us. Okay, from the false accusations, being casted into prisons, all the threats, even all the way unto the fiery missiles. All the way until there, man. And this whole chapter is beautiful. Salakia. I highly recommend that you read this whole chapter. Let me get a Hebrews 12 and 5 real quick though. It says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of Him. And I'm going to tell you this, it is not a light thing to be rebuked of Him. Because being spiritual men, we understand how the Lord works through His men. Tells us that in Hosea 12 and 10. All right, He works through men. So if someone in the camp is cussing you out because you're doing some bullshit as a righteous thing, and you are ultimately being cussed out by the Lord. But don't faint when that happens to you, man. Take that and apply self-examination. That is such a key skill to hone and to master in this truth. Is self-examination, self-accountability. Man, those are huge. That and being humble will take you so far in this thing, man. It says in verse 6, it says, for whom the Lord loveth, He for whom the Lord loveth, He chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom He may receive. So I'm going to get these words. I'm going to get the definition for chasteneth. It says to train children, and training is not always fun. Hey, man, you're going to mess up in training. All right? It says to be instructed or taught or learn, to cause one to learn. He's causing us to learn. To chastise or castigate with words, to correct of those who are molding the character of others by reproof and admonition. See, he is molding us. It says to chasten by the affliction of evils and calamities, to chastise with blows, to scourge, of a father punishing his son, of a judge ordering one to be scourged. Look, see, we got to go through hell, man. But that's all right, man. Because by enduring, we will come out as the ultimate victors. Okay, receiving the fruit of a tree of immortality, as it says in Sirach, I think it's the 18th or 19th chapter. All right, let's get that word for scourgeth. Let's see. I went ahead and pulled it up here on the Google. It says a whipped used as an instrument of punishment, a person or thing that causes great trouble or suffering. All right, yeah, man. It's the Lord, and He's given us our strokes, man. You know, according as He wants us to be built up. All right, and the scriptures even say, it says to spare not the rod of thy son. Okay, because if you don't punish or chastise your son, he's going to grow up to be a piece of shit, doing all types of folly, and bringing shame to your name. It says in verse 7, if ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as sons. For what sons is he whom the Father chasteneth not? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then ye are bastards and not sons. So if you are going through some hell, embrace it, man. Embrace it and be patient. Keep the faith. Because what else is there? Though we be down, we are not out. All right, and the Lord is a balanced power. He will turn things around at some point. All right. So with that being said, I hope and pray that that this was edifying. And so until the next one, I'm gonna say shalom.